What's up, peep? Whether you Laos, Hmong, Cambodia, men, as long as you from Laos, non-communist, I want to say what's up to you. You my brother, man. We are brothers of the same cause. Yesterday on Facebook, there was this cat, Laos cat, named Sinakhone, complaining and ranting, having a mental breakdown on Facebook about the Hmong people. This cat saying that Hmong people is the reason why Laos people is not progressing. He's complaining that Hmong people is the reason why Laos doesn't have a history or any type of history. I'm assuming this brother know not what he said. I'm assuming this brother been cooped up in asylum for too long. I'm assuming this brother been living underneath a fucking rock for the last 40 years. So today, I want to address a few facts behind the Vietnam War and behind the Laos histories, intermingle with the Hmong. When you come from the long lines of being tortured, executed, being, genocide, being hate on, you're gonna have a little bit of anger inside of you. The realities of two different race or two different culture, having the difference, not getting along, or not compromising, it's ugly. The race issue, it's a very, very sensitive subject. Very sensitive subject. When I was growing up in North Sacramento, at that time it was in the mid-'80s, early '80s, going toward the late '80s. In the beginning, the Laos and the Hmong was having the little issue. But a nigga like myself come from both sides of the world, comprehend both sides. I did my best to unite the Hmong and the Laos, to be friends, to live in harmony with each other without any friction. I done that shit. We united, become one gang. And it was lovely. Far as I can remember, the Laos and the Hmong, during my time, we had no conflicts. I believe ain't nobody got killed over some gang-related or racist shit where I come from. There might be some misunderstood and a couple of, you know what I'm saying, squabble here and there, but that's about it. That's growing up in the hood. That's part of life. Now, this brother named Sinakhone, I don't know if...
You know, hate campaign against him. Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck Gavin Newsom. You know what? Gavin Newsom not only disrespected my parents, my good grandparents, who have bled and died for Lao history and culture, and to chase away the colonizers, and to be a part of the secret war as part of the overall conflict of the Vietnam War. So for Gavin Newsom to disrespect my parents and who lived in like a cave for 9 fucking years during the day and come out and farm at night under kerosene lantern to escape the American bomb, and for my dad to still join the American army to fight.
Wow. Sons are come. I'll be embarrassed to let the world know that my daddy and my grandpa, they hide in a fucking cave for 9 fucking years during the Vietnam War. Damn, brother. You should be ashamed of your daddy and your grandparents for hiding in a fucking cave while the Hmong was at battle with the VC and the fucking Red Laos communists. You should be ashamed, brother, of your daddy for hiding in the goddamn cave while the Hmong guerrilla soldier was battling the fucking communists. I don't think you even know history, brother. You know, I was born a few years early before we lost the war in 1975. I was born in Laos too. And my pa was a soldier to the royal soldier, to the royal family. You know, we call it the White Laos. You know, if you know history, brother, you better go ask somebody. Go learn your history first. What happened, man? The Hmong have nothing to do with the fucking war. We was dragged into the war because we love the Laos king. We pledge our loyal to the Laos king, to the White Laos. General Rank Powell pledges loyalty as my dad. You know this war bullshit between White Laos and Red Laos because of two goddamn psychotic brothers. One went over to the VC side and one stayed with the Royal Soldier side. Now, if you don't know history, brother, you better go ask somebody before you coming out hobbling, yabbling and shit about Hmong people. You know, erasing the Laos history. You should be happy, brother. You know, because the Hmong participate in the Vietnam War, siding with the royal family, that's how we end up in America here today. Because we are loyal to the Laos king. Until this day, you know what I'm saying? We ain't saying that we don't fucking, appreciate his love. All the Hmong people appreciate the king love, his family love. Allowed us Hmong people to dwell and reside up in the mountain when we've been prosecuted, chased out of China. Our gratitude is never forgotten, man. That's why we sided with the royal soldier. We sided with the royal family, the White Laos. You know, during the war, Hmong people put 120% effort. The CIA knew about that shit. The Hmong guerrilla soldier was up front. Battle. Now, if you don't know history, brother, you better start to ask somebody, man, that know history. You know, your pop was too busy hiding out in the goddamn cave for 9 fucking years. He ain't seen what the fuck is happening outside. You know, Hmong people have nothing to do with how we lost the country to the Red Laos, the communists, brother. We tried our best, but we all failed. That's why a lot of Laos brothers, non-communists, came out here to the U.S. for a better life. But I guarantee you what, and this is a fact, after we all lost the war, the American, you know what I'm saying, jetted out of Laos, Hmong people started leaving. Those that allowed to leave. And those that was, you know what I'm saying, didn't know how to leave, they went hide out in the jungle. Ever since 75, man, for 30 years, those that still hide out in the forest and the jungle, still being genocide, annihilate, murder, to the heinous a man could possibly conceive from the Laos government. The Red Laos, the communists, brother. All the Laos, all the if you know what I'm saying, if you are white Laos, and if you ain't got no start on you, you become a citizen. That's your country. You know what I'm saying? You escape to fucking America, you can still go back to Laos and live and be a citizen of Laos. But the Hmong cannot. See, that's the difference, brother. I got a hood nigga from my hood, man. A Laos nigga. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in nothing but Laos nigga. I don't want to go too deep about who I am to you, but, you know, his family came in 81. In 1985, his dad went back to Laos. You know what I'm saying, because the country. He was he was part of the Royal Laos soldier too. But because now Laos country is a Laos country, he allowed to go back and be a citizen. See, all Laos that have no fucking status in life during the war, they are allowed to live in peace. But the Hmong soldier are not. You know, anybody got something to do, any Hmong soldier that was participate against the Red Laos and the you know what I'm saying, the VC was being sniffed out, murdered, and killed. Destroy, eliminate. You want to talk about who's running Laos right now? Brother, you have no idea. Don't get mad at the Hmong people, brother. Hmong ain't got nothing to do with that shit. That country is run by Vietnamese and Chinese. You better open your ear, brother. Right now, you think Laos people control that country? Hell no. Laos don't even control. They might call it Laos, but it's controlled by Chinese and Vietnamese. The Communist Party. Right now, the Chinese is buying up every fucking thing in Laos. So don't get mad and start a fucking race conflicts between Hmong and Laos and the U.S., brother. We are brother with the same cause, man. You truly do not understand the histories of what the fuck happened in Laos. You know, you can go back to Laos and be a citizen of Laos. Most Hmong people cannot. They go back and they get annihilated because they consider us a traitor. Because we sided with the Royal Laos family and the U.S. during the Vietnam War. Now, ain't nobody stopping Laos people from having a history. It is your duty to teach that to your kid. Laos and Hmong history intertwined for the last 100 years, man. You cannot speak of Laos without speaking of Hmong. You cannot speak Hmong without speaking of Laos. They've been intertwined for the last 100 years. Hmong people have done a lot for the king of Laos. And what happened after the war? The Red Laos and the Vietnamese, the VC, the communists, they took the king. They fed that nigga to the motherfucking maggots and roaches and flies. They murdered that motherfucker. His fucking descendant, his kid, they bounced. Everybody that belonged to the royal family, they bounced, they scattered. They live in the French right now. They Laos, they the royal family, but they ain't got no status in the Laos. But here you are, got some kind of fucking mental delusional. Brother, you need to take some medication, man, to help you out. Hmong do not have a fucking country to go to. Wish there's a fucking way, you know what I'm saying, the lands of Laos could be split in half to unite, you know, but unfortunately, Laos country, Laos government is a puppet. It's a goddamn puppet to the Communist Party. You better recognize that shit. You know, when I spoke meant the truth. You know, most Laos people I come across in the U.S., they not like you, brother. You know, Laos and Hmong learn how to live in peace, in harmony. You know, every fucking Laos club, Hmong people support Laos club. Laos restaurant, Hmong people support Laos restaurant. You think I'm lying? You better ask somebody. We've been gone, you know what I'm saying? We've been side to side for way too long, man, to see a brother like you come up with some delusional bullshit, tripping over some nonsense, and having conflicts between the Hmong and the Laos. It's ugly, nigga. Don't get mad because the Laos homie and homegirl, they dancing, they taking flicks, they living their motherfucking life. They eating good. They salavon every fucking weekend, getting drunk, getting high, posting fucking food, posting how they live their life, man. There's no future back in Laos. You want history, you better go learn about the history. Laos histories, Hmong histories, has been annihilated, man. Even the Laos government, the puppet government there. You know, at least you guys still have a country called Laos. Hmong ain't got shit, brother. You know, before you come out having your seizure on fucking Facebook, know a little bit about history, man. You want the Laos history to be taught in school? There's a way to do this, brother. Compromise. Like I said, within the last 100 years, Laos histories and Hmong history intertwined. Ever since the Hmong, you know what I'm saying, came down from China to dwell on top of them hills of Laos. The kings of Laos allowed this shit for us to live in peace. We've been living in harmony way too long, man. Might be a little bit, you know what I'm saying, of conflicts. And you want to talk about disrespect? But Lao? Nah, nigga. Laos called Hmong Bak Mel for the last over 150 years, man. Now that's sad, you know what I'm saying? It's a very, very, very racist slur. You ain't old enough to understand that word, but male mean. You know, Hmong people live with that fucking word just like the black live with the word nigger. You know, so don't give me that bullshit, nigga. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta move along with time. This is a lens of opportunity. You don't live in Laos, you live in the U.S. Don't start a fucking racist hatred, conflicts between Hmong and Laos, man. When you come up, you know what I'm saying, public like this and start disrespecting Hmong people, Laos, you know, there's still some racist nigga that's gonna say some bullshit. And even myself, when I say something like this to you, there's gonna be some racist Hmong that hold grudges against Laos. They gonna say some real nasty shit. The best thing, man, is don't come up in public and, you know what I'm saying, speak upon a racist issue like this. You're gonna cause a whole bunch of drama going on. You know, I love my Laos family, nigga, and all my niggas from the hood, and all them niggas around me. I love Hmong people too, and all my brother, man. I love those who love me, who keep the mentality right and straight. You want to be famous. That's not the way to be famous, huh? That's ill fame, brother. Think about what you're doing, man. You know, Hmong and Laos, we've been living out here in the U.S. for pretty long now. You know, like I said, I grew up back in the early 80s, and there was some tension. Hmong and Laos didn't get along too good. But, you know, where I come from, you know what I'm saying? I brought harmony, peace and harmony to everybody. The love between both sides, man, it was strong. Until this day, look at right now. Huh? Do you see any fucking Hmong gang and Laos gang at war? Nah. They learn how to respect each other, man. All that bullshit back in Laos, that's not even Laos no more. That belongs to the communists. You want to blame, you go blame the communists. You know what I'm saying? You go blame your own people back in Laos for not having the motherfucking nuts to throw them fucking communists, the Chinese and Vietnamese out of Laos. You want to get mad? Go get mad back in Laos. But not having no fucking histories of their own. Like I say right now, you know what I'm saying? The Laos government is a fucking puppet. You know what I'm saying? Who pulling the goddamn strain? The Chinese and the Vietnamese. They pulling the goddamn strain on them niggas. So wake your ass up, brother. Okay? This is not, I ain't got nothing against you, but I'm saying that your mentality, the way you think, is all screwed up, man. But anyway, take it easy, brother. One love to everybody, man. Stay peace, brother.